Hello, family. I missed y'all. My apologies. So we'll just jump right on in. Welcome to Illuminate the Oracle. If you're new here, happy to have you. If you are a returnee, welcome, families. Happy to see you back again. Let's just jump right on it, right? Happy to see you again. Let's just jump right on in. I like that vibe already. Um, let's just, I thought. Whew. I did have a little bit of a channeling that I've carried for most of the day, and it really started early morning because I woke out of my first dream at midnight last night, and I immediately started thinking about this idea about maybe once upon a time you were like a wingman for a lot of people. Maybe once upon a time you were you know, people kind of, whether you knew it or not, kind of saw you as like a co-star in their show and their, you know, in their world, and likely that's what you were happy to be. I feel like the energy that I've been feeling since midnight is the energy of a person that's like reclaiming their time. Okay, um, reclaiming personal power, where it's like it's very natural and automatic. Um, through the process of elimination. Okay. Through the process of elimination, um, you may have like withered down, I don't know, certain connections, friendships, almost like whatever connections were like some of your maybe innermost circle for whatever reason may have got to cut away. Maybe you grew apart, or maybe there were some things. Um, Whatever it is, it's like you are naturally becoming or have secretly always been your own main character. And it's almost like you're starting to see that like all these people that were convinced that you were their support and act, that you are thriving in your isolation, in your um, solitude, in your space. I think people are realizing and probably have always realized how you have never really needed a group to validate yourself or to validate your moves, and you're going to make those moves regardless. Um, and that really could have been a lot of the underlying issues when it came to their dealings with you in the past, whether you realized that or not at the time. Um, yeah, I feel like I'm feeling like whoever I'm talking to exhibits this sort of either like a star energy, like the star, which is very healing and nourishing. I'm also feeling like moon energy, which is very naturally intuitive and, holds cards to your chest. People may think of you as very mysterious. I'm also getting sun energy, whereas like you that light. It's like at some point in life, you may have started out as sort of like a black sheep or sort of like, um, a person that really wasn't tended to or people weren't really thinking about like that. And then at some point within your life's journey, through this period of like coming out of a shadow phase, through wisdom and growth, is like you have become like you have really awakened to your sun energy. Whereas, people are starting to kind of revolve around you. These same people that thought that you revolved around them. It was kind of like I think a lot of people got a bitter awakening about who you actually are. I think whoever I'm channeling, whoever these people were, like they have their own ideas based off of these energies. They maybe some of y'all got like all these kind of energies of the star and the moon and the sun, because it almost I also feel it's kind of wrapped in one, where it's like you shine so bright and people revolve around you, whether they acknowledge that or not. But they also find you to be very intuitive and very close to your chest when it comes to the information. So maybe you don't advertise your life or the day to days or, this and that. Like maybe people are always kind of wondering what you're up to. Um, but there's also the star quality about you where it's like your energy naturally heals people. It naturally kind of inspires people, whether you realize that or not. Let's Okay. All right. So I wasn't sure if I even had a channeling, but I kind of remembered that feeling from this morning. So let's just jump right in, and I'll try to stay cool. It's another hot day. I don't even know why. This is just when I my home shirt when I get home and I want to feel comfortable, but I had the AC on, and now it turns off. So I may just like we'll see how long this goes. All right. Whoo! Father God, Mother Divine, Archangel Michael, please cover me and my collective as we receive these messages today. We only seek messages of your highest vibration, messages that you deem for us to receive today. Any ill intent or evil eye energy sent our way is immediately blocked and returned back to sender 1,000 times over. Bind it in their energy so they can never harm anyone again. In Jesus' name, thank you so much. Amen. Okay. Solitude. It says, think of being alone as meaning you are all one. Let me say it one more time. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. I feel like you guys are realizing this in your solitude, um, in the time that you're making for yourself is really opening you up to a lot. Like some of you guys could be going out into nature too, and I feel like some of you have favorite spots as well. Um, but Spirit's definitely saying continue. Continue, because I feel like you're uncovering it says the greatest treasures. So you're uncovering treasures here by allowing yourself this time to yourself, perhaps to explore your inner child. We've talked about this before. Inner child, it says the fairies of playfulness. We've talked about playfulness on the channel as well. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. I love that. Okay. I automatically love these cars for the 90s kids out there because it immediately reminds me of the Pink Ranger and the Yellow Ranger. This isn't exactly yellow. It's more like golden at the bottom there, but it still makes you think of the Pink Ranger and the Yellow Ranger, Kimberly and Trini. Rest in peace, Trini. Um, but that's also kind of like an inner child like memory right there for the '90s kids. All right. Anything else, Spirit? I love this already. I'm loving it. Anything else, Spirit, that the collective needs to know during this point in time? Anything else that the collective needs to know? Okay. All right. Let me do some mermaids because I really was conflicted about whether I want to do my fairies and mermaids, and I think that's just such a beautiful confliction to have because I love these cards. So we got two fairies. So let's get some mermaids. Yeah, I feel like that's a big part of like this main character development here because it really starts with your initial interests, the initial things that pulled your interest, the initial things that really started to develop your personality, your interests. Okay, that's three. I guess I'll take them. Okay, my spirits. All right, acceptance and going with the flow. Oh, what a combo! What a combo! Let's see here. They actually all seem like they go together. Let's get this free spirits hat in the cut there. they actually all seem like they're like one storybook here. And I really feel like it started with acceptance. You accepting the things, people, places, and things as it is, not as people say it is, but as history has shown it to be. Um, and you're okay with that. Look at all the things that move around her. It's kind of like, you know, at this point in time, move around me, okay? Because I'm taking up the space. I may have been a little apprehensive about taking up space before in the past, but right now I'm taking up my space and I'm taking up my time and I'm just accepting, things as they are, and I'm allowing myself to go with the flow. I'm allowing nourishment of myself. I'm allowing myself to take time where I need to, not to rush a thing. Because I believe in universal timing. I believe the universe always works in our favor, especially when we just allow ourselves to accept and to go with the flow. And within this process, you reawakened. Maybe this is a side of you that you've always had, just undercover. I don't know why I said undercover. I was about to say covered or like submerged. Maybe it was a quality of you that you were denying. Maybe it was a quality of you that you were picking apart or was heavily critical of. Or maybe others were heavily critical of you for this. Or maybe this is a side of yourself that you're just reawakening to. Either way, whoever I'm talking to, you are destined to be this free spirit. You are destined to go with the flow. You are destined to have a sense of acceptance about the things that you can control and things you cannot control. And I feel like going into this inner child and this sort of solitude is awakening you up to your inner treasures, your inner gifts, your inner motive, your inner inspirations. And yeah, I do feel like you're a mystery to a lot of people, especially at this stage right now. You're holding mom, and mom is the word. Yeah. You may be contemplating, the things of the past. I don't think so, though. I feel like you're really into the future. So I feel like a lot of people who are connected to your energy are thinking of the past when they have this sort of access to you. hmm You know, and of course, I always think of memories like the corners of my mind. Watercolor pictured memories of the way we were. Shout out Barbra Streisand. I cannot not think of that song when I see this card. But I feel like somebody, or some people, um, could really be thinking about when they had this access to. Hmm. There's something about this picture now that I'm looking at it right now. There could have been just, I feel like this is like an old side of you, this sort of bashful, withholding, maybe even shy, maybe a little timid. That could also kind of be a characteristic of who you were, what you're coming out of. Because there is a stark difference between the free spirit card and this memories card. So I feel like when you kind of come out and pop out as the person that you are today, it really may shake people because they really are used to you being this way. Okay. Yeah, it may be a twist for some folks. Anything else, Spirit, that the collective needs to know? Once again, solitude. Okay, so we got two solitudes on the board here. Oh wow. I love the spirit. And one is representing light and one is representing dark. And this is where you're finding your power. It's like through that period of solitude in the darkness and that period of solitude in the light, in your own darkness, in your own light, has opened this up for you, and it's almost like a new world, but it's you, it's your soul. Mm. Discernment, I think was a huge lesson on your journey for sure. More recently, um, yeah, learning discernment and re-energizing. I love it. Something significant could be here as it pertains to a friendship. And perhaps the inner knowing. I can't pull all the damn cards. Let's get some tarot. All right. I do want to pull on. What do we want to pull on? We'll pull on mystery, and I'll pull on friendship. I'll pull on discernment and solitude. I feel like the other ones are pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Pause. How y'all doing today? For any fathers out there, I'm wishing you a belated happy Father's Day. Let me just try to cool down a little bit, all right? I want to wish y'all a happy belated Father's Day. For those mothers out there that have had to take it on proudly, because nobody was taking up that role as father, that proudly, without even question, took up that role that was not filled or not being, uh, not being taken up. For any mothers out there that have taken on that role as father, I also wish you a happy belated Father's Day. I did that for my mother, um, because I'm so blessed and lucky to have her. And without a thought, without a complaint, she took up the jobs that were available that weren't being taken. Um, Despite if father figures are around, And I also it's interesting that I talk about that because there's always this notion, right, that a child should be in a household with a mother and a father. And sure, in theory, that is the case. That should be the ideal. But even as a small child, I realized how lucky I was at the limited time that I got with my father because I understood, even as a child, that he was not grown up, that he was not emotionally mature to be a father. I don't even think he was emotionally mature enough to be in relationships, which is most people are around here like that. That doesn't stop them from getting in relationships, and that doesn't stop them from having children. So I just really always despise that argument that children require a mother and a father, not analyzing the mental capacity of that mother and that father. Sometimes, if that one parent has all the faculties, that's all a child needs. So I really wish that people put more nuance when they say things like that, because sometimes a child can have a mother and a father and still have some of the most biggest issues you could imagine, because either one or both of those parents just did not have the mental or emotional capacity to properly care for that child. But I guess a lot of people say a lot of things, a lot of old school things mindlessly. I don't know where I'm going there. I feel like y'all could be dealing with people or have dealt with a person that is wrangling with these old school beliefs about things. I feel like that's likely what kept a lot of things blocked off, are like old school, heavily traditional, maybe even heavily religious, but like, old religious doctrines that a person could be really battling and wrestling with, like those old ideas about things without the nuance, right? Okay. I want to do discernment first. Okay. Am I melting? Am I melting? Okay. Discernment, spirit. What is discernment here? What does the collective have to learn about discernment? What does the collective have to learn about discernment? Boy. Boy, see, these ones almost want to drop out, but that's way too many. We're going to put those right on back. But one did. 3 fell out. Okay. Okay. It could be a lot that you learned. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. Yep, you learned about choices, Lover's card in reverse. You learned about some backstabbing within a crew. Could have been a 2 or a 3. And you learned how powerful okay. You found your power on your own. And that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Some of y'all could really be caking it up. If you don't find yourself caking it up right now, energetically, you are caking it up with your process. And it's almost like whatever you start, it's not almost like, it's exactly like whatever you're starting in the 5D is making its way down to the 3D. You can see it right here for her. It's like energetically, this is the energy that you're in. So it's going to come down to the 3D. It's going to be seen. It's going to be shown. But there's just such a power to this that I love. It was like you just kind of left some things behind. I think some people could have kind of had you caught up in some things, but I think how it came out or how it came about forced you into an elevation, whether you realize it or not, likely through a heartbreak. It forced a new beginning for you, the Ace of Wands. It's a very fruitful, inspirational time, by the way, too. That's still in the air. So still cultivate that and work with that. Okay. Okay. I feel like that covers solitude too for some reason. So I'm gonna skip that. Let's do with friendship. What's this friendship? What the collective needs to know about this friendship? This could have involved a friendships. I'm thinking, when it came to friendship, somebody wasn't really following their intuition when it came to certain things, when it came to certain red flags. And so things may have blown up. This could be you. This could have been your experience dealing with a group. Or this could be someone's experience who's close to you who followed down a group or friendship they chose that they weren't following their intuition on when it came to you. They chose that friendship or that other, because the Lovers speaks about choices. So whatever that other was, they weren't following their intuition on, but they ran with it, Or it could have been, there were some red flags that was trying to be communicated to you about certain friendships that that you just couldn't see. Queen of Pentacles. I'm feeling like whoever's connected to you. I feel like an offer was given to this Queen of Pentacles. This person could have been this person could have got offered a proposal or a marriage to whomever is connected to you. I feel like whomever is connected to you really does love you, but they gave this offer to someone else. But there's something really tricky about this offer. Queen of Swords. And so now we got 2 queens on the board. So that's further confirmation of a third party. I feel like you cut this out because this was just like sneaky. It was just playground games. Why I say that? Childish shit. I feel like you cut this away. You went in, focused on your spirituality, focused on your ascendance, focused on your healing. And baby, it's making you a lucky goat. It's making you a lucky goat. Oh, yes. And you have whole new perspectives, you know? I feel like whatever was like held up in the past. Oh, okay. I feel like whomever you're connected to has a whole new perspective on this because they realize they're out in the cold now. Oh yeah, and whatever they invested in, whatever it just oh yeah, whatever they invested in combusted, and now they're just like healing. I just feel like this person weren't trying to invest anything in you. They weren't there. I don't know if this was out of laziness or feeling like you would have been too much work, which is silly to me because yeah, they felt like you would have been too much work, but they're actually working on something right now in their own solitude to bring this Ten of Cups forward. It's just here. It's just here. It's just all here. You don't know about it. It's hidden. Oh, did we talk about the moon earlier too? You don't know about it. It's hidden. Woo! Okay. That was like a trailer. Um, let's do the original oracle. We're gonna close it because I do feel like I am turning into a mermaid before your eyes. I seem to be carrying the water with me. So let's just wrap this one up, my loves. But I'm definitely gonna, like, I'm gonna keep. The videos are coming, okay? The videos are coming. I thank y'all for having your patience with me, child. Okay, let's just end this off with the OG oracles because I feel like the story came about like that, and I love it when that happened. It was like, look, the story's right here. Tell the folks. Somebody's in regret about you. Somebody's looking. I don't think this person was in clown behavior. I think this person feels very foolish right now, but they do want to tell you everything. Okay, and they want to taste you, all of you. You know. Um, I feel like this person is trying to remove themselves from something. You could when they come through because this strike of lightning is something unexpected. So when they come in, you may kind of be in this energy of let me go away. So that could be the case. Um, but I also feel like whomever they're trying to let go of won't go away. They both could be like, okay, summer loving, yes, something could very well be significant happening um, this summer, or something could have happened significant in the summer. Anything else, spirit? Oh, baby. It says keep going, focus on the hustle, baby. Oh, this is the energy that you're in. It says non-attachment right now. You're in this energy of being non-attached right now. Um, not on what did I say there? Not on the outcome. Not on the outcome. Oh, here it goes. So it's like not being focused on the outcome, just being focused on the motion. Not being focused on what things are going to look like, but being focused on the steps. That's what I wrote here on the side here. Just focused on the steps. Oh, okay. And then I have a little message in the back here. So it says betterment of life and or legacy leaving. This is what you're focusing on right now, my babies. And it's like whatever comes in, it has to either fit or it doesn't. It has to either go or it won't, you know? Ooh, you know the song is in my head right now because I love me some Divas, child, especially like my classics. And Miss Diana Ross, the boss, she has a song on I think one of my favorite albums by her. I think it's called The Boss. It's the Boss album. So good. Nothing but bops. Written by Nick and Ashford Simpson. Like nothing but bops. But she has a song in there called "It's My House and I Live Here." Dun, dun, dun. It's my house and I live here. Dun, dun, dun. Over there is my chair. Like she literally just points out little things in her house. It's just like, I'll sit right there. Everything's right where I want it to be. This is what I do for me. And that's just the energy that I'm feeling that you guys are in. Like you're just about your space and how you got things going. And if anything from the past or the future or the present wants to make its way known to you, it has to fit. It has to go. It can't be opposite of. It can't be opposite of your energy. So, you know, you're of that discernment now, and you're re-energized, and you got this acceptance, and everything else is gonna have to be what it be. I love y'all. If anybody told y'all love y'all today, fuck them. I love you. Take care of yourselves. If you like my vibe, please like and subscribe. I keep forgetting to do that shit. Until next time, please take care of yourselves. And stay cool.